Digital Magic is an important part of the existing Magic the Gathering universe. I think there's tons we can learn about how regular players, collectors, and enthusiasts engage with these digital platforms, and even more than that. I think if we put the pieces together and kind of look at the roadmap, we might be able to speculate on some of Wizards of the Coast's future plans for our paper boxes. Let's talk about it. The modern Magic landscape has removed the idea of going down to your local game store, buying a single box of cards, sitting around trading, and then moving on with your life. Now we have a giant parade of products, and we try to get to the game store every chance we get to sit down and play Paper Magic the Gathering, and well, gather, but we also have the option to engage with our favorite hobby in our free time as we see fit through digital clients. Now, digital clients currently do not have a strong tie to the physical world, but I believe that is going to change coming up, and I also believe that we can learn a lot about physical Magic products based on how they're received in the digital community. So today I want to talk about digital Magic and tying it together with the physical world, how that's going to happen with Wizards' upcoming plans. And I want to talk about Lord of the Rings, a set that is weird on the specific client MTG arena, in my opinion, yet we still see a lot of information coming through and we can make a couple guesses about how we're going to feel about the set going forward. So I want to talk today about the idea of digital cards and physical cards, and our digital community and our physical community kind of coming together as one. We have seen a number of complaints about the digital clients, whether they are clunky, they're slow, they don't really represent the actual playing experience, and also the economy. We are trading card game enthusiasts. We like to have physical things that we can put our hands on and play with, and then when we are done with or see something else that catches our fancy, we can barter and trade and move around these game pieces, these collectibles, to try to get different ones. It's a very simple concept, but in digital Magic, it's often something that you don't see much. Now, Magic Online is a bit of an exception here. Magic Online is definitely the most realistic experience that you can get on a digital client when it comes to Magic the Gathering. The problem is, well, it's just not for everyone. It's a really clunky UI. It's hard to get used to. And then the buying, selling, and trading system is something that, well, you're not going to be familiar with off the bat. Magic Arena is a much smoother game experience. It's a much more user-friendly way to play Magic the Gathering, but notoriously, the economy has just been atrocious, and the lack of every single card available and all of the vast formats Magic has to offer not being present on Magic are definitely giant rubs that can keep people away. But I do believe that when Wizards of the Coast announced that in the year 2023 and moving on into 2024, they're making a commitment to bring people back to playing Standard at the local game store, which I think is a massive win. I think it gives perfect purpose to the new Standard set releases, and also gets people engaging in Magic in ways outside of Commander. I think having multiple formats and a wide way to experience the game is extremely important. But with this commitment, they have decided that, in my opinion, they are trying to take Arena players who play Magic Arena online, where Standard is one of the most popular formats and the only place I would argue Standard is currently alive and healthy, and move them not necessarily off the client, but also to the table where they can slam physical cardboard. And to do this, they're going to have to closely tie the two together. Now, we heard about the ban announcement change, and the ban announcement change is something that really doesn't affect Standard players, and also the rotation change doesn't really affect paper Standard players on the tables because, well, there really aren't that many of them, but it does vastly affect our Arena community. Our Arena community is someone who spends money to get wild cards and digital representation of cards on Magic Arena that can never be redeemed or turned into things we can hold in our hand. And because of that, when your cards rotate or become unplayable, and you have no Pioneer, you have no Modern, you only have formats that, well, frankly, we're not huge fans of, it does become a giant feels bad. Well, this rotation extension is going to help our Arena players. It's going to make people probably want to engage with Arena a little bit more. But I think that is only step one, and this is where I start to speculate, in my opinion. Once you get people engaging with Standard and getting them comfortable, well, now your goal is to get them out of Arena and to the local game store once a week, getting your Friday Night Magic going as a Standard event. And to do this, you're going to have some nostalgic pull to these decks and these cards that you see on Magic the Gathering Arena. Here is where it gets interesting when you discuss the existence of Lord of the Rings, the most popular Magic the Gathering set ever. As I do on this channel, I track every single sold listing of sealed product on TCG Player, and it seems to me that this product has vastly satisfied our giant community. Well, this product also exists on Magic Arena, and while you would think on Magic Arena you're not chasing serialized soul rings, you can't get the one-of-one ring, and you also can't play Commander, why would anyone buy these arena packs? Well, we see popular content creators, major streamers, and large sectors of our community still drafting, still playing this historic format, still trying to find new and fun ways to play our Lord of the Ring cards. And that, to me, means that there is an emotional attachment to this set. Wizards of the Coast has succeeded in this step. We love the set, we love the IP, we love the world, even when we can't use it in Commander. Now, because of this and this emotional attachment you can tie to these cards, it's much easier to sell a consumer to get out from the behind the computer screen, get away from Magic Arena, go to the local game store and buy some physical cards of a set that they truly enjoy, that they're truly attached to. This would be step 2, the idea of building that emotional attachment and giving your users a reason to get out to the local game store and buy the physical cards. Well, this can be done as soon as Wilds of Eldraine. I don't know if it will be, but it would be amazing, by tying the physical cards that you buy at your local game store. When you head over to minmaxgames.com and you buy a set booster box and you open that set booster box, you can tie that set booster box to a redemption code that you can get and redeem on MTG Arena. This means that you would have the tools to redeem these codes and to then play on Arena. I know you're already going to say, but Wizards of the Coast wouldn't give up that money. They're going to lose money that way. I postulate that they would not. I truly believe that people on Arena, yes, would buy less digital packs. The Arena community that exists right now would buy fewer digital packs, but I think you would see a spike in Arena users. Heck, I know, as I sit here with a March of the Machine set booster box that I plan on opening on this channel. Again, make sure you're subscribed because we do Friday morning Magic live streams. Every Friday morning we do a bunch of fun stuff, but I would be more apt to open that, input my code, and then try to play with some of the cards as I see fit at my leisure. And I don't believe that I'm the only one. Couple that with the idea that once I'm in the Arena client, maybe I want some deck sleeves. Maybe I want a new companion. Maybe I can get different playmats or arts or avatars and different ways to spend money that I might want to put into the client. I think there's a ton of opportunity to that. But when we see the idea of players on these digital clients having an emotional connection to digital cards and to a set, and that translating to how they purchase the cards in paper, that is not only a massive win, but a giant signal to Wizards of the Coast that not only can this work, but it can be a vessel and a tool to bring back what was once the most popular way to play Magic the Gathering. It's right, the standard format. I think there's a lot here, and I think it's fun to discuss digital clients and digital topics. It's not something that I do very often. So if you like videos like this, if you like this channel thinking outside the box a little bit, make sure you leave a comment, share this video on any social media feed where you engage with Magic the Gathering discussion. I appreciate each and every one of you. Oh, 6250. We're racing to 6250 now already because you guys rock. If you haven't subbed yet, click the sub button. It helps the channel out a ton. Until next time, you all know me. My name is Josh. Thank you so much for hanging out, and we will see you around. Goodbye.